Rightio, welcome to Friday, day 5 of our work from home exercises. We're going to do a few things a little bit differently today. We've got all of our movements based on animal movements. There's a few places around who will say they sort of invented a bunch of animal movements. They've actually been around in training since sort of just before the Second World War time. They've changed names and been adapted a bit over time, but essentially that sort of body weight style of training has been around a long time, but all of our movements today are going to be based on animal named exercises. We're going to be doing something a bit different with the timing this time. Still got 11 exercises, apart from the very first round, which we're just going to do sort of a long flowing sort of yoga based style warm up. We're going to have the other 10 exercises will be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and 3 rounds of that. So you'll do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, do it again, before you move on to the next exercise. So that's just to give you a bit of a break. Some of these movements are a little bit harder than the ones we've done. But also make sure you maintain your form throughout those. So we're going to start, first of all, you'll see we've got a bit of space here. I had a couple of people say the only place they could do their workouts was in their garage. So here we are. But you can obviously do this in the lounge room, in your backyard if you've got one. And you really only need that sort of 3 to 5 metres. You'll see our movement patterns that we do today. We're going to be going out in one direction, coming back holding the same form in the other direction. So it's sort of an out and back, about 5-6 different movements where we're travelling, but I'll explain that as we go along. So we're going to start first with a bit of a downward dog, our first animal themed exercise. Apologies in advance, I have an appalling downward dog style because I'm not as flexible as some. We're going to basically go to a downward dog, we're going to walk it out, do a bit of a stretch, walk it back in, do a bit of a stretch on the other side, walk it back in. We're going to do that 3 times. So there's no particular time for this one. It's all about warming up through the hips, warming up through the arms, getting a bit of a twist through the body. Despite the fact that it feels and looks slow, it's actually going to get you warm pretty quickly. So we start in that downward dog position. So hands are down, trying to get your heels close to the ground, trying to get that head down, squeezing the biceps in towards the ears, really pushing those hips towards the sky. And then what you want to do is walk that out into a push-up position. Then you want to step forward with one leg, and the hand that's on the same side as the foot you step forward with comes up towards the sky. So really twist into that through your whole body, hold it there for sort of 5-10 seconds, come back, step back, switch it over, twist the other way, again 5 or 10 seconds, back, and then you want to walk back into that downward dog. As you get warmer, you should be able to push those heels more towards the ground in that position. So just go through that flow sort of 3 times, and that should get you nice and warm to start. So we're then going to move into our crawls. We've got a couple of different crawls. We're going to do a bear crawl, and then what we're calling a badger crawl. So bear crawl you would have all seen before. It is crawling like a bear, so your bum is more in the air. So pretty much almost like that downward dog style. We're just crawling out, then we're crawling back. So I want you to do this for 20 seconds. So backwards and forwards, around that sort of 5 to 10 movements out, 5 to 10 movements back. For 20 seconds, have a 10-second break, and you roll through that again, and you roll through it again. Hopefully you get the pattern. So that's our first exercise. When you've done your 3 rounds of that, we're going into a badger crawl. So this one, you want to set up, sorry the unicorn skirt's hiding the knees. You want to set up with your knees under your hips, hands under your elbows, lift those knees just a little bit off the ground, and then this crawl, you're keeping knees close to the ground, keeping that back close to horizontal. Again, moving backwards and forwards over about a 2 to 3 metre range, keeping those knees really close to the ground, sort of focusing on, imagine balancing a glass of water on your back. From there we're going into our frogs. We have done these earlier in the week. So hands are down, knees are on the outside of your arms, kicking out into a push-up position, kicking back in. So this one, again, 20 seconds of work. This movement, 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest, 3 rounds, you get it. Then we're moving on to bunnies. So bunnies, we have our legs together. So legs are together, hands are on the outside. You want to reach forward, lift those feet up, and hop forward like a little bunny. So little movements, then coming back, same thing. So back with the feet, back with the hands. So as you get better at that exercise, you can stretch out a bit more, take a bit of a longer, more like a hare, take a bit of a longer stretch through those. So that's our bunnies done. We're going to change species, move on to gorillas. So gorilla run, we call it a gorilla run, it's sort of a gorilla shuffle in this case. So you're going to be moving in this plane with your body facing this way. So your legs can be a bit further apart. Your hands are going to come to the side and you're going to go across. So let's aim for sort of 3 to 5 one way, 3 to 5 the other, looking just in front of your hands, keeping your eyesight right there. From there, we're going to move into some push-up variations now. So first of these is our frog push-ups. So again, it's a bit like the frog that we've just done. Shoulders are probably nice and warm by now. Just a reminder, each time you are going through 3 rounds of each of these, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So the frog push-up, the same start of the movement, out, but then we do a push-up and back in. Out, push-up, back in. You can do it in one movement if you feel confident doing it. Back in. Again, as we talked about earlier in the week with push-ups, if you're not confident, raising on your toes, kick out, push down, drop the knees, push up, kick back in. So that's how you're going to get through those. Okay, and just like that, we've got 4 exercises to go. So we have a couple more push-ups, a couple of other little exercises. So we're going to start, we've done our frog push-ups. If I haven't lost my place, we're now going into what we call dirty dog push-ups. So this one, we're in a normal push-up position. As you come down, your leg comes up towards your elbow and back again. Then you do the other side, up to the elbow and back again. Remember, if you are doing this, you've got weak wrists, you can do it on your hooves. So up nice and tall, as you come in, up to the elbow and back again. Again, with the knees, so just think through the knees on this one. So if you want to lower your knees to push up, again, try and stay on those toes, lift that elbow up, drop that back knee, push up, put the leg back. So that's our dirty dog push-ups. Our scorpions are similar, but think of a sort of scorpion tail which twists over the back to sting their prey. So we're going to come down, come up, tap that foot, come down, come up, tap that foot. So you're really lifting that other foot off the ground as you come down, tapping over, coming back. Lift the foot, tapping over, come back. If that one's a bit too hard for you, you haven't done a lot of push-ups before, just replace that one with standard push-ups. So the 3 20-second sets will probably take it out of you. Should take it out of you if you're doing them properly. So if you're a little bit uncomfortable with some of these variations, replace them with the standard push-up. It's not named after an animal though, so you give it your own animal name. We've got 2 to go. So we're going to start with our crab walks. So crab walks, almost like a bridge for those of you who do yoga or gymnastics. So you're trying to keep your hips high, hips level with your knees if you can, and alternating feet and legs. So all the way through, and then coming backwards, crab walk back to where you started. So 20 seconds of this. Watch you don't lose your unicorn skirt on the way through and back. And our last one is our dead bugs. Again, we've done these earlier in the week with our core set. Lying on the ground, feet are in the air. Kids, the unicorn is still alive, don't worry. We're going to drop opposite arm, opposite leg in this case. So right leg down, left arm down, back up to that bridge, right leg down, back up to that bridge. And then we're done. So 3 rounds of those, 10-second break in between each, nice stretch out, go and enjoy a drink, enjoy the weekend, spend some time with family and friends. Look forward to seeing you here again next week. Thanks guys.